Well, hello there, or greetings everyone is what I probably should say. If you just want to see the Pokemon cards, you can skip to this time right here, because I will probably have to get going a bit before that and ramble for a bit, because it's going to be interesting. I haven't spoken English in around 4 to 5 years after I left school. So I don't know if I can keep this up throughout the whole video. Maybe I will cut a bit. We'll see. But yeah, I want to show off some of the other stuff I got next to Pokemon cards before that, starting with some Monster Hunter items. I am actually a bigger Monster Hunter fan than Pokemon fan, probably. I've played the games since 2008, I believe, but it is a bit lacking on the merchandise and especially TCG side, so I was very happy when I discovered these. Tavern cards is what they are called. There are 2 Monster Hunter taverns in Japan, well, 1 at least I'm sure, and I'm not sure how these cards are distributed, but yeah, I like them. They show off some Monster Hunter characters from the Monster Hunter Rise game from the Switch. I will probably show off some of the other Monster Hunter items I got in some other dedicated video maybe, but these will be all for today. Next I got some phone cards. Star Wars phone cards this time. I'm a big phone card fan. There is such a big variety. See, this is why I'm not going to be called One Take Berndos. There is such a big variety of phone cards in terms of yeah, just merchandise, franchises. There are dozens of Pokemon phone cards, and I have a couple of them I can show off later. But yeah, these are just different promotional images from the films. I'm very nostalgic for this one, for example. I think this imagery is what I saw on the DVD that I watched as a kid, this one as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be grading these, maybe with BGS, they grade everything, so they will probably also grade these. But yeah, that would be only for myself. Next up, I'm going to have to thank Nish for that, I believe. Sorry for my butchering of your name. We got a Black Lotus, an actual Black Lotus. This is a reprint of the Duel Masters TCG in Japan. I was pretty excited when I found out these exist. It actually says Black Lotus on the card. It has the MTG background and everything. I really like the holofoil. It's not too much. Sometimes the holofoils of these, especially these more niche type TCGs, can be a bit much. But yeah, I like it. Now the last thing before we get to the Pokemon portion of the video are 4 of these Dark Magician girls. They came with the Rush Duel game for the Switch, which is the reason why now the used games are retailing for about, or the opened games rather, are retailing for about 100 yen or something, because everybody just bought them for the promo cards. And there are many more on the market than the people actually wanted to play. But anyway, now we'll get to the good stuff. Starting with 2 sealed cards. Well, one of them was sealed. This one is the Adidas Pikachu, as you can see. I just noticed, this is my first one, this has some copyright info inside of the artwork. I don't know if I've ever seen that in any other card. Maybe it's unique to this one. Maybe nothing to actually buy it for, but it's interesting. It's non-holo. It's pretty rare. I've not seen many of them on the market. I checked this one for any damage under the wrapper, but I couldn't see anything. Surface looks pretty clean. Back as well. Couldn't see any indents that are not on the wrapper. Like, I can move the card underneath. That's a good way to check for indents. The other card, on the other hand, of course, I decided to open it. I've bought a couple of these over the years. They have been very cheap in the past. Sometimes I got these sealed ones for like 500 yen a piece or something. And I sold a couple of them, and everybody who bought them from me said, yeah, they are so mint. Wow, thank you very much. Of course, when I decided to open one for myself, it's got a fat indent right there. You can see it. You can't always see those on the wrapper. All you can do really for those non-transparent ones is check the wrapper for damage, and if it's alright, you can take the chance. And this time it failed, but luckily I didn't pay too much for it. I think I paid around as much as one of these goes for in excellent condition, so it's alright. I will keep trying. Yeah, we got some additions to the Litwick binder. I got a binder where I want to try to complete every Litwick evolution card there is in German, English, and Japanese. And I think I got around maybe a third or something of all the cards there are. It's gonna be a task for a couple years to come. But these are amazing, I think. Look at that hollow foil right there. I don't know if it's on camera as much, but yeah. The top of the Pokeball is always visible, and the other part is the standard reverse foil. I really like it. I think I bought out a store that had them. I just, yeah, put them all in the cart, all they had. We got the Chandelure from S9A, and of course the Chandelure Teil character rare. I was very happy when I saw this leaked online. The black and white games was probably the first generation I played as a kid. I didn't start that early. I don't think I was allowed a Game Boy in kindergarten. Yeah, so I started around the Hard Gold Soul Silver black and white era. Chantal is one of the Elite Four in the black and white game. And she got the Chandelure, and after I saw that and I caught my own Litwick, Litwick became my favorite Pokemon, so yeah. I love this one. Bought everyone the store had as well. This will probably make for around 2 binder pages, maybe. I will probably keep buying these. Maybe fill a binder full, like Dizzle with his Dedenne. So yeah, we got some card-ass cards. I am not a big fan of the set. I really like it for its exclusivity, because they're all exclusive artworks, if you didn't know. But yeah, I'll pick these up whenever I see them at a value for a mint condition. In general, by the way, with this this mail day, in general, I was very happy with the overall condition. You can get way worse luck than I did this time. But anyway, I like them. This one is very special, or at least I like the artwork a lot. We got all the evolutions, the early ones, in one artwork. It's part of the Pocket Monsters anime collection. There has been discussion around fakes of these. And from what I know or can tell, if you see this copyright info at the bottom, Bandai 1998 made in Japan, there's a pretty good chance it's real. Especially this type of holofoil is also found on fake cards, but these ones are still graded by PSA, and I'm fairly confident these are real. But yeah, anyway, watch out when you buy these, because there are many fakes in circulation. To finish the card-ass portion, we got 2 of the Pocket Monsters file number 0 checklist cards. There are multiple search terms which you can find these under. I think I bought one of these at condition C and one at condition D, which is pretty fitting. This one, I don't know how to make this camera focus a bit better. Anyway, it's played, which I don't mind for these. I will still grade them probably. Like anything, I would say the average condition for these raw is around an excellent 5. So if this gets a 3, I'm still happy with it. You can grade it as authentic. You can put it in a binder. It's just a great artwork in general. So yeah, I don't mind. This one actually turned out better than I expected. Again, continuing the theme of this submission in general. Yeah, this mail day in general. It's not a submission yet. But yeah, I can always recommend looking out for these, because, I mean, it's just a great art. Now it's finally time to dive into the Pokemon TCG part, which is the biggest part, as you can see. Yeah, I think I will just go one by one, because these are not sorted and I don't remember every single one that's in here, so we'll see. Starting off with a Pikachu Gold Star, which has an awesome swirl right there. Here we go. It's got a nice swirl, Pikachu looking right at it. Not a god tier swirl, like in the Thread on E4, but pretty great. It's got right the condition that I expected. I paid, I think, like 50 euros maybe for it. You could get these played ones for, I don't know, $10 to $20 maybe a couple years ago. They got expensive as well, but I don't mind it. It's a great card for, I think it's a great value. if you can get them with like great eye appeal, especially on the front, so I don't mind it. I think I got 2 of these now. Maybe I'll grade one of them. I'm always a fan of keeping the lowest condition card for myself for a binder. That still looks nice, because in general I'm more of a fan of actual rarity than condition rarity, but that's a whole other different discussion. Next up, we got 2 of these Rescue Team DX Pikachus. I think these came with pre-ordering the game in Japan for the Switch. These have stayed Japanese exclusive so far, and I don't see a reason why they would go over to English or to the Western side now. I think they're a great value where they're at right now, if you can find them mint. The average condition has already dropped a bit, so yeah, it'll be interesting to watch them over the next couple 2 or 3 years. Availability and price. We got a Yokohama's Pikachu. This is one of the 2 that you could get, I think, at the Pokemon Center, just distributed by hand. It's one of 4 cards that makes up the promo set. 2 of them were part of the box collection. They are more expensive than this one and the Pikachu in the boat. I don't think it's part of this mail day, but you can look it up if you don't know it. Also great condition. We got 2 Kanazawa promos, Milotic and Sobble, I think. I'm always mixing up the different names in different languages. I posted this card on my Instagram, link in the description by the way, a couple days ago. It's really beautiful. It's just one of the best artworks in years, I think. The foil together with the stars in the background. Sorry, Sobble. But this one is just amazing. In the box art there's actually an Aerodactyl right there, which is missing here, but I think it's great that they chose to take it away for this one. Yeah, I really like it. Oh yeah, next up, this was amazing. This is one of the warm Pikachus of the Uniqlo promotion. These were distributed, I think, with clothes or shoes around, what's the copyright, 2014. And these arrive usually very played, like because they were given out to kids. You have to imagine the kids put them in their shoes, jumped up and down, then put them in their trousers, rolled up a hill or down a hill, and then the trousers got stuck in the washing machine. And then you got the average condition of these cards. It's awful. So I was very surprised when this one arrived pretty much mint, except you can see it on the top right there. It's got a crimp from the booster pack probably. Some people collect crimps as errors. I think they are too easily replicable. So yeah, still though, like this is great condition for this card. Like way above average. I'm very happy because I didn't pay that much for it on auction. We got a Lugia 10th movie promo. Great artwork, great holofoil, great condition again. This is one of my favorite Versus artworks, the Typhlosion. It's just so dark. Like, I don't think you would see something like that again today, which makes it very special, I think. Just really like it. It makes it such a visceral, I don't know how to describe it, words. This is a black and white promo of Professor Esche. It's called in German. I don't know the English name, I'm sorry. Also pretty great condition. I think it's a prize card, a gym prize card of the era. It's part of a larger set that also goes into the XY era a bit. Yeah, I like it. Next up there's a Cosmog promo from the Cosmog and Lily box. This is the cheaper one of the 2. But yeah, that's also why I bought it. I think I got it for like 30 euros or something, which is a great value. The box is way more expensive than that. And yeah, the Lily card of course is as well. So it's exclusive art. It's got a great holofoil, again this reverse star foil. If you can find it mint, it's a great value, I think. I'd always pick it up. We got another swirl. Very awesome, the swirls. If you buy cards without an actual image, but with a stock image rather, swirls are always a nice surprise because you can't choose them. This one is very nice. This Rayquaza card was a pre-order bonus for a game in Japan for the Nintendo DS in 2012. It's got a nice artwork, the typical black and white holofoil. Also pretty mint. Next up is probably my favorite Pokemon Center promos so far, the Sapporo Pikachu card. It's just beautiful artwork once again with this star reverse foil that's pretty hard to see through the top loader. I just felt safer handling these cards while looking at the screen and top loaders. I'm sorry if you can't see the holofoil exactly. Yeah, great condition again. It's just a great artwork. This card has gotten a bit more expensive over the years. I think it's around like $100 on average maybe, but still. I think especially since if you compare the pop report of these around 2016 to even 2019 or early 20 ones to, for example, the Kanazawa Pikachu that just released recently, it's worlds apart. Like the Kanazawa Pikachu, I think last I checked was at 2,000 pop total, and I would bet money that this one isn't even at half of that. So both are pretty popular, I think, but yeah, there are way less of these around than of the newer ones. Even though the newer ones are still great, don't get me wrong. These are very awesome. If you don't know them, they are part of a mini-series that I think started in 2018 in the Sun and Moon era. These are given out to players who accumulate a specific amount of points in the championship series. So I would call them prize cards. If you're after a prize card in general, these are an option for you. And yeah, if you want to search for them, the newer ones are called Celebration Fanfare, and the three that came before it were called Player's Ceremony, but they are pretty much the same release. And now, almost finishing this mail day off finally, we got something I was very excited to get. A almost complete set of the Lucky Stadium cards. These are, of course, once again, as almost everything I got, Japanese exclusive. They were given out in 2000 around Japan in multiple events. And in each one of them, you can find a different Pokemon. We got Lugia, Ho-Oh, Gyarados, Zapdos. You have to look a bit closer. It's a Diglett hiding right there. And we got Mew, and finally Pikachu right there in the middle. So yeah, finding these in mint condition, which luckily all of these pretty much are as far as I could see, is very hard. And yeah, it's just a nice mini set to have, I think. Great for a binder, makes 8 to 10 cards total, depending on what you consider a complete set. If you are a completionist, you also need the bilingual variant from the Tropical Mega Battle Tournament in Hawaii, which good luck on doing that. But yeah, if you got more realistic goals, I think this is one of the sets that's awesome to complete if you like older Japanese promos. The one I'm missing, by the way, is this Onyx one right here. And now, to finally finish things off after I don't know how many minutes, I got a no rarity Pikachu. I'm not too big of a fan of no rarity cards, but I started collecting them or buying them very early on. Back then I bought a no rarity Pikachu, I graded it a 10, and because I listened to my dad, who was like, wow, this card has a value, you should get rid of it as fast as possible, and to some other bigger voices in the hobby who are very outspoken about not being the biggest no rarity fans, I sold it. I think it was like 500 euros or something, and then the 2020 boom came. I think everyone who's in the hobby for like a couple years has a story like that, but yeah, it's therapy stuff. Anyway, I'm not desperately chasing the next 10, but I found this on auction. I think it's got a chance for an 8 or 9, which I would be very happy with. So yeah, that was my first mail day. I hope you didn't get too bored. I will probably try to continue doing these when I get mail every couple of months. Hopefully I'll get more used to speaking English rather than writing it all day. And yeah, see you next time.